Living Power with Dan Hurst.
However, traps and distractions aren't the only thing that you have to deal with when you're doing God's will. The second thing that happens is you have to face the false accusations. You have to face the false accusations. Not only do you have to avoid the traps that come along and the distractions, but you have to face the false accusations. Nehemiah chapter 6, verses 5 through 9. In the same way that Sanballat, for the 5th time, sent his servant to me with an open letter in his hand. Wow, he sent him an open letter. And it was written, it is reported among the nations, and Geshem also says it, that, like that all of a sudden confirms it, that you and the Jews intend to rebel, and that's why you're building the wall. And according to these reports, you wish to be their king. And you've also set up prophets to proclaim concerning you in Jerusalem, there's a king in Judah, and now the king will hear of these reports. So now come and let's take counsel together. Then I sent to him saying, no such thing as you say has been done. For you're inventing them out of your own mind. For they all wanted to frighten us, thinking their hands will drop from the work and it will not be done. But now, O God, strengthen my hands. Now, I've titled this element, Face the Accusations, because you are going to be falsely accused of things in your life. But I want to caution you not to waste time and energy dealing with such challenges. Sometimes we get so caught up trying to defend our reputations that we fail to focus on the important issues. Several years ago when I was in radio, and when you're in radio, you get falsely accused of, it's just almost a daily thing. Somebody misunderstands something that you said on the air, and then they start a campaign against you, or you fail to do something on the air, and somebody says that it's a personal vendetta. It's just, there's always these challenges. I remember one time we got a letter. It was sent to my boss, sent to the general manager actually, and the boss called me in, and the letter said that I had been drunk and disorderly in a bar in Atchison, and so they were just horrified that I would act this way, and here I am claiming to be a Christian, and here I was acting drunk and disorderly and behaving up in Atchison, and I'm reading this letter and I'm thinking, I've never been to Atchison in my life, and then I got to thinking, I've never been drunk and disorderly in my life. And then I got to thinking, I know I've never been to a country bar in Atchison in my life. So there was nothing to it. It was, and I'm sitting there listening to this thing, and the boss says, all right, tell me, be honest with me, what happened? And I said, I've never been to Atchison. I got drunk once when I was in college. But I wasn't disorderly, I just threw up all over myself. And that was the last time, by the way. I just want you to know. And I'm sure that I've never been in a country bar. I just would know if I had. And so no, I know Accusations is in Kansas, but I've never been there. He said, well, send this lady a letter and answer. And I went, why? Why should I waste my time answering this letter? This is what he said. Because if you don't answer the false accusations, they'll grow legs. And I went, oh, for crying out loud. So I wrote to the lady and I said, ma'am, first of all, unfortunately, I've never had the privilege of going to Atchison or the country bar that you mentioned, nor have I ever been drunk and disorderly. And certainly not in the country bar in Accusations. So I think you may have had me confused with, with someone else. And she wrote back and she says, well, it was somebody that was sure acting like you. So, see, there are going to be those false accusations in your life, and you can spend a whole lot of time fighting false accusations. And I've seen, people do this over and over again, and they start these, I can't believe you said that about me, and I'm going to start, and I've got to wage a campaign against it, and I got to put a stop to this, and so forth and so on. Listen, the fact of the matter is, you're going to have false accusations in your life. And the more you fight them, the more you open up doors for more false accusations. It just works that way. At some point, you just have to toss up your hands and just go, this is a no-win situation. I'm walking away from this. That's really sometimes the best thing that you can do.